In the Hall of the Gods, there are 44 bosses which can be fought on 3 levels: Attuned, Ascended, and Radiant. Radiant means that you must defeat the boss without ever getting hit. This video is a compilation of my first Radiant wins against each of those gods. Gorb. I am being very careful. It's the beginning of the fight, so me being that careful is not as important at the beginning. I need to keep up the vigilance at the end. Whoa, almost got hit there. Be vigilant. I do not like not seeing him. I need to see him to know where the nails are coming. There we go. Let's get to the third stage. The third stage is definitely the hardest. There we go. We're at the third stage. Whoa, I jumped. Jumping was not a good plan, but at least I jumped high enough. Oh, I did not have enough soul. I tried to use a spell. Gorb, stay over there. Almost got it. Just trying to stay vigilant. Stay vigilant. Tried to use a spell, but it didn't have the soul. It seems to be a common problem in this fight. Oh gosh. I'm a little too close. Let's get a little farther away. Ho ho, almost fell. Radiant. Soul Warrior. I can defeat you. Just have to never get hit, which is, you know, pretty hard. Never getting hit is not a thing that's easy in video games. I think I've missed with my nail art almost 100% of the time. I think it's a fine thing to try, but I've been surprisingly poor at actually hitting with it. Oh gosh, I barely dodged that. Oh gosh, get away. I think I tried to stay further away during the Radiant one. Right now I'm going to focus on the Radiant battle. If I get hit once, I die. So the Radiant battle is more significant for me to pay attention to. I want to be able to do this on the first try. This would be the first Radiant battle I do on the first try, if I do it. And it is an enemy that I think I could defeat the Radiant battle on the first try. Ho-ho, just barely dodged that. Oh, barely dodged that. Got it. First try. That feels good. Let's defeat the Vengefly King. I'm planning to try a hard god after this one, which is interesting because of how difficult I've found this one to be. So ignore the little guys and try not to do my spell like I'm doing it. The spell should be done in complete safety. Gosh. So come at me. If we come at me, then I won't get hit. I do like my charm that's giving me little broodlings that dive bomb after them. Okay, they both screamed. There we go. Don't know how many hits they take. I did notice that they took more hits than I was really expecting during the attuned version, or ascended version? Ascended. So, almost done with this. Just have to be very careful. Come at me. You did not come at me. Come at me. There we go. Got him. Great. 2 Radiant battles down. The thing that I'm mostly worried about not getting hit by here. I'm pretty sure I can avoid all of his attacks pretty easily as long as I watch him. He does telegraph very obviously. I say that now. I did not think that it was very obvious the first time I fought him, clearly. But after fighting the False Knight a few times, I know what it looks like. So, dodge the meteors. And then... dodge that. Careful of the meteors, because the meteors are the thing that is most likely to kill me here. Alright. He goes to the middle. Dodge the meteors. Okay, those meteors were really out to get me there. Telegraphed. Careful of the meteors. Keeps doing the same attack. It's not helping him. Alright, Ascended version first try, or Radiant version first try. Now let's move up to the Dreamland hard version of that fight. That went really well, and it means we can do it. So, failed champion. I have your number, you just don't know it yet. He jumped backward. It always weirds me out when he jumps backward, because it's not something I expect him to do. I expect him to jump at me. Oh gosh. Almost got hit by the hit and the shockwave. Get a few hits in. Run away. Now wait for him to jump at me. Like that. Okay, he didn't jump far enough at me for me to be comfortable. There we go, that's what I wanted. Ooh, almost got hit by that meteor. Great, that was the second phase. Second phase done. Hit him a few times, get out of the way. Oh, I like how he jumped over there. That's nice. Got one safe hit in there. Couldn't get more, but gotta go for the one safe one. Barely dodged that. I realize I can use my spell at any time. I think I got him. Great. That was the Radiant version of the failed champion. I guess that was a circumstance where the change to the environment did hurt me. When he went all the way over to the left and then shot above me like that. Okay. I do want to jump over him, not through him most of the time, because he's got a big body. Okay. Getting lots of hits in. Jumped over him. Got him. Alright, we got the Radiant version of the Brooding Mawlek. Second try. This time without messing myself up. I'm still looking for a difference. Is there a difference between the Attuned and the Ascended version of this fight, which would also be here in the Radiant version? I honestly don't see anything that would cause me to think that it's different. Well... I guess it's just easy. And as long as I don't mess myself up, then I just defeat this quickly. Got him with the spell too. Alright, another Radiant version. A Radiant boss complete. I've got this. If nothing else, I could just get lucky at that last part, because if they do enough of the attacks that I'm prepared for in a row, then I'll win. That was probably a little aggressive to hit him while he was preparing his dash. That was probably a dangerous thing to do. Even though I knew that he was preparing his dash. Yeah, see, that's a bad idea. I should stop doing that. Wonderful. That's probably the fastest I've ever done that first part, because I was being dangerously aggressive. Now. Keep jumping like that. I like that jumping. I'll accept that one too. Don't like the spin. Spin is dangerous. Okay. I got onto the same side as both of them. That's good. I like this jumping. Okay, that's a dash. Wonderful. Doing well so far. And also I have my little creatures. That's a spin. I've trained myself a little bit to know when it's a spin and when it's a dash. Okay, I need to get on the other side. There we go. Knowing whether it's a spin or a dash is extremely helpful. That's a dash. Oh ho! Wow, that was dangerous. Glad I survived. That was a lot of dodging where I did not know exactly what was going to happen. That's a spin. Alright, one down. In theory, this is no harder than the beginning part. Well, in fact, it's a lot easier. And remember to bow. I think that the little enemies that he's spitting out have more life, because I believe with all of my nail upgrades and the Charm of Strength that I usually defeat those in one hit, and it looks like I'm defeating each of them in 2 hits now, which does greatly increase the challenge of this fight, but it greatly increases it from almost 0, so it's still not that much of a challenge. I see that it's coming out this side. Ho-ho, almost died there, actually. Great. That was the Flukemarm on Radiant. Not a move that I was expecting to get hit by. Well, maybe I'm a 2 sort of person. I'm a 2 Radiant person. Some people, the 3rd try is the special one. I think mine, the 2nd try is the special one. I didn't know what she was doing, and she did the thing that I said I don't notice what she's doing very well. Oh, I almost dashed to where she was jumping again. I didn't even think of that being a problem, but it has been the biggest problem in the Radiant version of the Hornet. Although I haven't done it yet, so let's see what it actually is like. Great. Ooh, almost got hit there. Her parry is the biggest problem, I think. And part of the reason that the parry is the biggest problem is that my little minions cause her to attack with the parry. So even if I notice that she's parrying, she might parry off of a minion attack instead of my attack. So part of the reason the parry is dangerous is because of the charms that I have, rather than its normal difficulty. Okay, that went well. She's parrying in the corner. I don't mind that. Alright, the traps. That had both a trap and a parry. The most dangerous of combinations, but I got past it. Oh, there's the traps again. Got rid of the traps, so I feel pretty good. Yes! Alright! Maybe this will be another 2 attempts Radiant, instead of a single attempt Radiant. Oh, I almost got hit by that time. I dropped a little bit faster than I should have, because I don't know when the laser stops attacking. 2 attempts. Can I do it in the first try? So far, great. Oh-ho. That was a little bit dangerous for a second there. That was slightly dangerous. There was a beam that was right at me then. Could have killed me. Pretty close, I think. So I might do this. Yes, I did it on the first try. I ran right into the little one mid-air. That's the sort of thing that I can't really get away from doing by just practice. That's not a situation that comes up often enough in this battle from more practice to get rid of it. Okay, dodge the spit. Dodge it again. And again. Ho ho, the little one jumped, but I managed to not get hit by him that time. Watch the spit. Watch the little guy. The little guy almost got me there. Oh no? Okay. I was worried about the spit that was still on the ground. Rush at me. No? Don't you want to rush at me? You just like to spit. Don't like how much I'm in the corner here. There we go. That's what I wanted. We need the big one to be in front of me. Because if the big one is right there, then I can deal damage to the thing that actually ends the fight. Great. That's the God Tamer on Radiant. So one thing that's been getting me with these attempts a lot more than it usually has are the shockwaves. I don't think I have gotten hit by Zote's shockwaves nearly as often as has happened in this particular episode. Almost didn't dodge that. Dodged through him. He was running at me. Didn't like how he was running at me. Alright, great. Good time to go to another phase. And he did this while we were in the corner, which allows me to get to the other side of him no problem. I like that. Ho-ho. Saw what he was doing in time to react to it. He's jumping. Avoid the shockwaves. And win. That was the Radiant version of Grey Prince Zote. Right, Marmu. I honestly don't get much soul in this battle, so my little guys might not do much either. This is going very well. Oh man, I did it on the first try. That was Radiant Marmu. Cool. I selected that really fast. That was the Radiant version. In case that how little time that was on the screen didn't show you. Ho ho, that was hard. Having the Shade Soul is very helpful here because if I dash at the right time, I avoid it no matter where the rings are. Also, I need him to be near me to get most of the hits in. Well, I think this is going very well. I've hit him a lot. Every time he does that, he's just meaning that I've got more minions to throw at him. Great. Elder Who. First attempt. That feels really good. I don't know how many phases he has. I didn't really pay that much attention in the Ascended version, so I don't know how far I am away from winning. But it feels like I should be close. It feels like I have the patterns down, and I just need to actually successfully implement them. Oh, I like dodging under him. I think that's my best strategy here, is just dodge under him when he's jumping. Oh gosh. Dodge under the first jump. If you dodge under the second jump, it doesn't work as well. Yeah. Ho ho, did it! That felt fast too. I guess I got a lot of hits in. Well, I think this is the 5th try. If I am correct, then I will win this time. Oh gosh, almost did not jump well. I did not have enough soul to hit him, but I did try. There we go. Oh gosh, almost got hit by the blue again. I thought that the red would be the problem, and actually I've learned how to dodge the red pretty effectively. So, blue, red. I like the yellow. The yellow is probably the easiest to dodge. Okay. Blue. I had to think of what he was doing there, which is not good. I should know it very well, but it took me a second to figure out what he was doing. Alright, the yellow is easy. The blue is hard. Purple is fine, though you have to watch out for the ones that fall from the sky. Yellow is fine. Blue, danger. Blue means danger. Alright. Purple. Ooh, I shot twice. That was a little bit dangerous. Blue. There's a blue again. Red. And did it. That was 5 tries, wasn't it? I'm pretty happy with my estimation. How about that? I try to just stand there when they're over my head, which usually works, but it's not a sure enough thing for the Radiant version of this fight. I need a new way to handle those in the Radiant version. So... I don't know why I like shooting him when he's on the side like that. Maybe because you can do it from far away, but I do it when I'm close by as well. Alright, so there's only one part of this that I'm worried about, and it's when I would not normally jump over those. Which could just not happen. One of the ways I could defeat this is I just never encounter the problem. So far, so good. Keep doing that. Alright, so let's jump over them even though I wouldn't normally jump over that one. There. That's the safer way, I think. Now, just don't be silly. Don't get hit randomly. There we go. So, 2 attempts to beat the Radiant Mantis Lords. First one is the easy one. I'm tempted to talk about other things while I'm fighting the first one, but I really shouldn't. The first one does not last long enough for me to finish any comment. I guess what I'll say is that the next time I leave the God Home, what I'm planning to do is the delicate flowers. Deliver some delicate flowers to characters in the world. Okay. Going well so far. Just get one hit on them. One hit is all you need. If you do that enough times, then you win. I tried to get 2 hits on one of those and it was a bad plan. Remember, the 1-hit plan. Sometimes it's 0 hits. That's okay too. Because if you do 0 hits occasionally and you do 1 hit most of the time, you'll do fine. Ho-ho, had to dash through there. I waited a little bit just in case my dash through powers were not ready. Alright, I'm weirded out by them both doing one of them throwing the discus. I could have easily used a spell there if I had been ready for what they were doing, which I was not. Alright, it's pretty easy to get a couple hits in when there's 2 of them. Great. There is the Sisters of Battle on Radiant. Remember to bow. Remember, dodging everything is what you've got to do. Okay. He starts off with an uppercut. Smart. Smart idea. These I like to just jump over and then dash and hit him a couple times. That's another uppercut. We can use our dash through power to avoid the uppercut thing. Have to be careful when using my spell when he's bringing the vines up out of the ground, because using my spell pushes me back a little bit, and I could push myself back into one of the vines if I'm not careful. So we've made it through one part. Okay. Here's an uppercut. Another uppercut. Very dangerous. Yet another uppercut. Didn't notice what he was doing there. It's not the best. Alright, another blimp. Another blimp is good. Going through the phases of the battle. Hit him a couple times. Shoot him once. Uppercut. Be careful. This one, I should be careful I don't just fall on him, because I've done that a couple times in the previous version. Almost timed that wrong. We got to another blend. I like that move. Keep doing that one. That one's fine too. Don't do that move. Ho ho, I stopped him. Stopped him from doing that move. He was going for an uppercut. Oh, there we go! I defeated the Grimm on Radiant my first try. That feels really nice. And I believe the fastest way for me to defeat this is how I'm going right now. Like, rather than getting a whole lot better at Sly, which has been challenging, I could just learn to hit him a whole lot with my current dodging abilities. Okay, so managed to get out of that. Great. Hit him a whole lot. Jump. Hit him a whole lot. Okay, what is he doing? Excellent. Excellent. What is he doing? Great slash. Great. I like it when he does the same thing all the time. Here's a dash. Okay, I think there's one more of this phase. And this might be challenging. Got out of it. Alright. Made it to the final stage. So, remember to dash away from him. And don't get into the corner too much. You need to not be in the corner, because if you're in the corner you can't dash away. I'm barely hitting him at all with my nail, by the way. You can tell because of how little soul I've gotten in this battle. I'm hitting him almost entirely with the Grubberfly's Elegy. Dodge away. Come a little closer so that you can dodge away next time. I'm basically trying to move toward the center each time. And I got it. Remember to bow. Stop hitting him, Grimm. We're done. That last death is one of the things that I'm a little bit worried about with the Radiant version of Galien, is he can just walk over. I guess not walk over. He can float over and just run into me. That's a possibility based on how Galien moves. So even if I can dodge this thing all the time, even if I can dodge his attack, sometimes he just floats down to where I am, and that kills me too. Oh, I messed up. Didn't die, but I did screw up my dodging pattern. There we go, that was a good hit. Hit him again. For some reason the dodging pattern stopped there. I don't know what stopped it though. Had to dodge through those two. And win. I think that was the 4th time. So there's the Radiant version of Galien. But they do help in a battle situation, and of the one slot charms, it's probably the one that helps the most in a battle situation. If not the Sprint Master. The Sprint Master is the other one that might be helpful in battle situations. So I might wear the Thorns of Agony sometimes, but I think it's usually something you don't want. I mean, for one, you don't actually want to take damage while you're in battles, so using a charm that depends on you taking damage to be useful is at first slightly questionable. But also, I don't think that it deals that much damage. And sometimes it does no damage because it has to hit the enemy. It's not like Thorns in other games where they are guaranteed. The Thorns ability is guaranteed to hit an enemy when you get hit. This Thorns, it actually has to physically hit the enemy. So you have to be close enough when you get hit that the enemy gets hit. That makes it a little bit less useful as a charm. Thorns abilities are usually not great in games. That's a generalization, but usually they're not great. I love the concept of Thorns in games, but most implementations, including I think the Hollow Knight one, is lackluster. Not that I'm upset that it's there. It's an interesting ability to have there, but it's usually weak, and there are better options for optimal play. Oh, those two spells were in an awkward position. Oh, got him. Alright, there's no eyes on the Radiant version. I wonder if that's because there are two of them, and I think that the one that's coming at me is the one that just attacked, and so he should be done attacking. I'm not sure, but for some reason I'm reacting slowly to their attacks, which is what is causing me to get hit a number of times. Let's do better this time. Also, I shouldn't worry about using this spell all the time. I think I've messed myself up at least twice by using the spell at an inopportune time. Like there, I probably should not have used that last spell because I wasn't guaranteed that they weren't attacking me at that moment. Okay, next set. Okay, stop using spells. You don't want to use them constantly. You want to use them when it's appropriate. Like that was appropriate, but I only did one. That was also appropriate for what was happening. Careful. Can't see what the other one is doing. It's usually bad. Okay, I did that out of fear. Great. Now, are we on the last one? I might be on the last one. The last one should be easy, just don't get hit, especially by the basic attack. That attack. Don't get hit by that one. Be patient. Patience. And a little bit of patience and we win. That was the Watcher Knights on the Radiant version. It was not easy. I just have to do better than I just did. So, right here, I want to use the spell, the up spell there, but it might be a bad idea to use the up spell there. I like using the up spell sometimes in this battle though. Like here, I definitely use it there. Remember to dodge the shockwave. You can shoot him there. And we can hit him with a spell again. Aha! I'm thinking about using spells a lot more because of the charm that I have on, by the way. Alright, there's another. To the crazy phase. Gotta be careful. Dash at the right times here to avoid the hits. Use spells. This is a good time to use a spell, I think. If not a great time. Dash at the right time. And as long as I'm careful, should be able to hit this one. Got it. There we go. The Soul Master on Radiant, first try. So I was intending to beat a lot of bosses here, but apparently I'm not beating a lot. Because the Soul Tyrant was much harder than I imagined. Much harder than I imagined. I said it would take me 3 tries. And here I am. I don't even know how many tries it's been at this point. But here I am, I still haven't defeated it. I've gotten pretty confident at everything leading up to the crazy phase of the battle, though. It's just that one phase that I just can't seem to get down. Let's talk about another charm. How about Fury of the Fallen? Fury of the Fallen is an interesting one. It's one of the ones that you can get extremely early in the game if you know about it or you figure out mechanics faster than I did. So you can get Fury of the Fallen extremely early in the game. And what it does, what it says it does, is you deal more damage when you are low on health. One of the problems with that charm, one of the reasons why I'm not wearing it, is that for someone who's never looked up any statistics about the game, I don't know how much more damage it does, or how low health you need to be for it to be active. I haven't noticed the few times I've worn it. I don't know how many times I've worn it, but I've never noticed an indicator. Maybe I'm blind, or maybe I've used it even less than I remember, than I think I have. But I have no idea how you would know whether that charm is worthwhile. At least with the nail upgrades, I can attempt to figure out how much more the nail upgrades do by trying out hitting enemies before and after the nail upgrades. But the Fear of the Fallen is just too difficult to do the tests for, to try out. So, oh, and I got it. Great. So that is the Soul Tyrant on Radiant. I think my play might be back. So here we go. This is the time right here. There we go. That's how you fight the Hive Knight. You mostly wait for him to come to you, and you dodge the other little things that he puts out. Good. That's an annoying spot. Dodged it all, though. Alright, I'm going to smash down, because that'll also take care of a couple of the bees. Watch out for that. There we go. Okay. Let's do a down, because that did take care of a couple of the small bees. Great. Let's do another one. Almost jumped onto me that time. Okay. Careful. There we go. That was much better. That was the Radiant Hive Knight. So, the Broken Vessel, there's really only one move he has that I'm really concerned about getting hit. He hasn't done it yet. I could get hit kind of any time. Like many bosses, there are multiple times that you could get hit. For one, when he jumps at me, that's kind of annoying. But it's really when he's sprouting a whole bunch of things out of the ground that's the real problem. Not that one. That's only a couple things out of the ground. This one. And I think I'm going to do this here. Oh, how about that? Defeated first try. That was the Broken Vessel on Radiant. Let's go to the Dung Defender next. So, I did get hit a fair amount of times in the Ascended version. And I got hit once... in the Attuned version, too. So let's try to avoid the ways I got hit those 2 times. Okay, good so far. Sorry about pausing there. I was getting a few notifications on my phone that I figured I might need to look at. But no bother, nothing too important. Let's see. I think I can do this in one go. Oh man. Great. Ho-ho! Got it! That was the Radiant version of the Dung Defender in one try. This is going to take me a few tries, I think. Let's see if I can do it in less than 3 tries. Or 3 or less, I guess, is what I meant to say. I need to stay kind of far away from them so that I can tell where their shots are going. And if I use spells a fair amount, that's probably good. I like using the up spell, but the up spell might be a little too dangerous to pull off. Perhaps I should have thought about that when I was doing the Ascended and Attuned version, so I could practice what I'm intending to do right now. Okay, let's get on the other side of them. So far, so good. Good. Keep dodging all the shots and staying far enough away that you can see where the shots are going. Oh gosh, being in the middle of them is probably not great, honestly, because there's multiple ways that the shots can get to you. Okay, dodge, dodge, dodge. Now, how am I going to hit him is the question. Well, we can hit him like that. Using a spell from far away is a good way to hit him. Okay. Now, just get on the other side. Oh, this is actually going well. Will I be able to do this in one try? I did! I did it! One try for the Oblobbles. I've updated my list completely. That's good. I don't think I have anything else to say there. Although, if there's something else that I've missed that I should add to my list, please let me know. I do like how the list tells me that I've missed things, but it doesn't tell me what I've missed. Whoa, that was not a safe time to use a spell. Don't know why I did that. Okay, that was the time to do the downward spell because I was not sure what to do. Great. Getting a lot of hits in. I do like I'm getting a lot of hits in. Reminds me of how I do the Pure Vessel. These days, I do end up getting a fair amount of hits against the Pure Vessel pretty quickly. And I like doing that. Great. Got him. Let's shoot him after taking out some of the blobs. Blobs are being annoying. They aren't killing me yet. That blob almost did kill me, but I won. That was the Lost Kin on Radiant. I can do it. may be one of these where it's more about getting a little bit lucky about how the battle goes than it is about learning how to do it every time. I don't know why I tried to hit him a second time there. That's not my normal way. Okay, the spit. Oh, maybe I could just get on the wall to avoid the spit. Now that's an interesting idea. I like that idea. Let's try that idea. So get on the wall to avoid the spit. Wall? Yeah, using the wall to avoid the spit. I like it. Now this right here, we just have to get out of the way of where he's going to drop. And I need him to run at me. There we go. He's above again. Okay. Run. Run. Get on the wall. He jumped. The jumping isn't that bad. I think the jumping is relatively easy to dodge. As long as I'm not in the air, I guess. Oh, there we go. Radiant version of Nosk. And the trick was learning how to avoid that spit by using the wall. Which is sad. I really did want the nail arts to be something that I could add to my arsenal of attacks. And I just never really did. I'm sure that it's better to do so. I'm absolutely sure that it's better to be able to intelligently use the nail arts than to just not, because there's a lot of times where I could be charging up nail arts, but I'm just doing nothing more useful than like standing. And therefore, if I had the training to use the nail arts at that point, then I would be a better fighter. But I've tried numerous times and I still haven't done it, so I think it's the end of that now. Alright, and thinking about this battle a little bit, I've gotten, I don't know, decently through so far, and I think he's going to start using the creepy move, so I should be prepared for noticing that so that I can dodge it. There we go. I said that at just the right time, didn't I? That was extremely helpful for me to remind myself about that creepy move. Alright, let's hit him down. Good. This is potentially almost over. If I win. Great. That is the Pure Vessel on Radiant. And I think I jumped into his feet. What a way to go. Jumping into your enemy's feet. I could say that he kicked me. Bugs are not very known for their ability to kick other bugs, I don't think. Especially look at those little feet on the Grimm here. Oh, in the air. Oh gosh, almost got hit on the backswing there. Good. I've got a lot of soul. How am I getting this much soul when the glowing wound is constantly getting rid of my soul? I guess it goes slowly enough that the speed of this battle means that I'm hitting and getting soul back faster than the glowing wounds can spend it. So even with the glowing wounds instead of spells, I should still be using spells sometimes. How about that? like there. That's a good place to use a spell. In the air again. Oh, right. So I know that he's going to turn into the blimp after that. So my mantra about staying in the center should not apply when we know he's going to turn into the blimp. The blimp is not a time that you want to be in the center. You want to be in the center for pretty much everything else, though. Almost got hit by that fireball. So he's going to be in the center, so we want to be on the side now. There we go. Learning. I have demonstrated learning while doing. And I think I'm pretty far into the battle, too. So this one is going very well. Let's not get hit so that it keeps going very well. Oh, I did it! The Nightmare King Grimm on Radiant. Well, I feel very good about that. What if I go under the knife every time? And I don't mean that in a surgery sort of way. I mean, I dash towards Xero every time he throws a knife at me. I dash towards Xero every time he throws a knife at me. In that case, I dodged away. This time I'm dodging toward. This time I had to dash because of the platforms. If I dodge towards Xero every time that he throws a knife, does that help? Did not dodge there. I don't have to dash every time though, I just have to dodge. But if I dodge toward him, does that help? I mean, it doesn't help when he's off the edge. But I think that it helps most of the time. So he's throwing a knife, you dodge toward him. This time you have to dodge away because of where he is. Oh, I did it. I think I may have found a solution, but it's hard to tell because I only did it the one time. So, Radiant version of the Traitor Lord. Can I do it the first attempt? I think I can. Let's do it. For one, the Ascended version didn't add any more complicating factors. Like the arena is the same, which means there's not a whole lot that I need to do differently. In fact, there's nothing I need to do differently that I didn't do in the attuned version. So let's do it. It'd be nice to put a few more spells on him, but I have to find good times to use spells. That's a good time. That's a good time. That's a good time. Honestly, with the quick slash and the... Oh, I did it. First try. Alright. Traitor Lord on Radiant version, first try. Great. At least these attempts have been very fast. Uumuu is not a long battle. Whoa, almost died. See a jellyfish. Don't know how to hit him with that jellyfish though. Oh, did it anyway. Now, can I hit you with this one? Yes. Don't know if it was good to use my soul like that. Felt good in the moment. Sure it did a fair amount of damage, but maybe I want that soul to effectively hit Uumuu with jellyfish instead. Like this one. Okay, this jellyfish is in a... Oh, thought it was a great spot. Apparently not. So there's one there. Did I do it? I did it. Great. That was hard. That was hard every time. Don't get hit. Remember, the very first thing that Winged Nosk does, as I believe is true every time, is shoot out those things. Yeah, shoot out the things that could kill me immediately. That's actually good for me. Gives me spells. I think that I'm hitting him twice when I hit those spells out. Good. That went surprisingly well. Yes, I like that I'm hitting him twice there. Alright, this is going very good. If I defeat this in one try, I will be very happy. Ho-ho. Remember to dodge this. That actually went just fine. I need more soul so that I can hit with a spell. Ho-ho, I did it first try. That was surprisingly good. Markoth yet again, in which we dodge knives. Should have learned from my days with Xero that dodging knives is hard. I'm very bad at dodging knives. Dash in, hit him down several times, dash out. Hit him with a spell. That's 1. 2. And 3. So now we know we're done with this phase when the soul egg fills up. Because we've used our 3 spells. Dash out. Pretty good so far, honestly. Problem is, you have to be good the entire time. You just can't be good some of the time. No mistakes, as it were. Great, that was a good set of hits, and we are closer to the second phase. That's a pretty good spot for the dash in, dash out strategy. Ooh, second phase. Hit him with a spell. I want Markoth to be further away, so I can dodge his knives more easily. Don't know where that knife is. Alright, shoot him with spells. Great, that was a good set of spells. Tried to hit Markoth there. As you saw, it was not going very well. Oh, I did it! And the spell strategy that I had worked perfectly. Maybe I should continue talking about things that are other than the battle again. Maybe not, though. So one of the things that I've said many times about this battle recently is that the patterns of the balls that he throws, I've gotten much better at those patterns. Now granted, I use those patterns mainly to know when I can heal, and that's not relevant in the Radiant version. But still, knowing those patterns does help me every time, just to know what he's about to do, so that I can dodge everything that he does. And being a little bit further away, dodge through that. I don't think I was high enough to jump over it there. Being a little bit further away from him is good, which means using spells is a good way to deal with the Radiant version. Oh, there he goes. Haha, got him. So, one try on the Radiant version of the White Defender. First phase. First phase, the main lesson is to not worry about attacking all the time, but do put lots of hits in when she's available to be hit. That was good. Now this, put a few hits in because she's available. Now she's not available. Don't worry about putting hits in, just dodge. This one, have to be dodging. Good. Dodge this 3 times, no hits necessary. That was a good hit. Wait for it. Not in a good spot to hit her right now. This is a waiting game. Good. We waited enough. Now that we have waited enough, we can move on to the second phase. Good. Next phase I don't really have an overarching strategy for. Still haven't really figured it out. And she's way over there. I just want to know what the attack is. Good. I dodged her attack by using the Descending Dark at the correct time. Good hit. I liked that hit. She's far away using spells. She's far away using Spiral Swords. Okay. When she's this far away, there's really nothing I can do to hit her. Wait until she gets closer. Now what is she doing? Spells? I did hit her, but now I don't have any soul. Great. This is actually a good time to put lots of hits in. Oh, we're at the next phase. Okay, this phase is mostly about patience. Wait until the jump is a successful jump. Then take it. Wow, she's really testing me here. Alright, now dodge all the balls. Remember, dodging the balls up is actually very nice, because then they disappear. And remember that your Grimm can actually put in a lot of hits. So you don't need to put in the hits, the Grimm can put in the hits. Got it! Yes! Absolute Radiance on Radiant. I have no idea how many attempts that took. I have no idea what the numbers are, obviously, as I'm talking. But the Radiance was the hardest by far. Second most was Markoth. And then, if I recall correctly, it's a tie between Nailsage Sly and Xero. So those are the hard ones for me. But here I am, having completed every Radiant boss. Don't think I'm going to do any more of the Radiance on Radiant mode. Not for a while, at least.